How are you making sure that you are only reaching out to the leads who actually need what you offer? How much time is your team wasting in opening tabs, checking websites, skimming web pages, only to guess if this is a right fit to be approached or not? How are you personalizing your cold emails without turning it to be a full-time job? And how are you managing follow-up without dropping the leads every week? What if I tell you that one automation can replace it all with a fraction of the cost? Well, enough questions. Let me walk you through and make.com automation that does everything you need for a personalized outreach campaign. It researches the lead one by going through their website and then scores them based on comparing it with what your business does and what your services are. After scoring, if it passes, then it writes personalized message sequence, not just first message, but also a series of up to 4 follow-ups, and then export all of these into an Excel sheet that you can use in an Instantly campaign. I'll also show you how to set up an Instantly email campaign and use that data to make your campaigns live so that you can reach out to a greater audience without putting your manual effort. This is one of the setups that I have recently delivered to a client, and this works very well across industries. So I thought, why not make a video out of it? If you're new here, hi, my name is Mohit Mrinal, a developer turned AI consultant and content creator. I help businesses figure out and build custom AI agents and AI automations to streamline their operations. If you are unsure what is the difference between the two, then check out this video where I explained it all. And here on YouTube, I break down real business use cases in terms of walkthroughs and tutorials sometimes for the automations and agents that I have built for free. So maybe you can consider subscribing as well. And I am also giving away the entire blueprint for the automation that I am going to show you for free. You can check out the first link in the description below and stick to the end so you know how to use it well. To pull this thing off, we'll be working with 4 platforms. First, Apollo to scrape thousands of leads to have a dataset handy for operations. Second, an Apify connection to use the website scraper and LinkedIn scraper inside our automation. Third, the make.com platform where we will be building this. You will be getting this blueprint for free if you check the first link in the description. And finally, Instantly.ai for sending coordinated email campaigns at scale. So this is the make.com personalized research automation. You just set up the number of rows you want to consider each time you run this. So there is a source Excel, let's say like this, where there are a lot of entries, including their names, company, email address, website, as well as LinkedIn URL. And then you pair it up with this automation and just insert how many number of rows do you want to work with. So for example, if I have put 10, then it will take up and work with 10 rows at a time and then do the following. It will first create a new Google Sheet, add headers, for example, and then it will take up the number of rows that you have specified from the Google Sheet that I mentioned right now. It will go through their website one by one, scrape the content, and then after getting the information from their website, it will compare it with your business information. So this is an OpenAI module where I have instructed it with all the information that my business does and how to evaluate the particular lead to decide if this is a right fit to be approached or not. So after the AI has evaluated the lead and given me a lead scoring, I do a filter over here, but I also need to update the Google Sheet. So this module updates the row and term it as rejected by default. And then if it passes the filter, then I update it again with the entry of done. So we know that only these 2 entries were a good fit and these were not. But you don't have to come here again on this Google Sheet to find these rows. Remember that we created a new Google Sheet. So what it does is, like, after updating the status, then it sees that if we have the LinkedIn URL of the prospect or not. If we do, then it scrapes the LinkedIn profile of the person, and after getting the data, it uses that information along with the website information of the lead to write personalized message sequence. Even if we don't have the lead's LinkedIn URL, it doesn't scrapes the LinkedIn but uses the same information that we achieved from the website scraping and personalized the emails. And after, in the final step, no matter which path it took, it updates the Google Sheet that we created in the beginning with all the information of the lead from the source Excel, as well as these personalized emails. One for the first email, then first follow up, second follow up, third follow up, and the fourth follow up. So after this is stored, you get a Google Sheet like this. You have the information and also these personalized messages to be included in your email campaigns. So this is the personalized research automation on make.com. But when we combine it with this instantly email outreach campaigns, then you get a personalized email outreach automation. So the way it works is, let's say, just for simplicity, I have a campaign, I just want to duplicate this one. Okay, let's name it test campaign. And if you remember right, we have this Excel. I've just downloaded it as a CSV, and we'll be using this CSV in the email campaign. So after creating this new campaign, actually I duplicated it, but you can create new as well. So the very first thing that you need to do is come to the lead section and you can add the leads. There are multiple ways, but we'll use the CSV. You can also directly integrate the Google Sheet, but yeah, this is also a convenient way. And I'll just select this sheet. It has already detected a lot of columns. For example, website, company name, first name, last name, email. We don't want the LinkedIn URLs again, but these are custom variables. So first underscore email is like a custom variable that we will be using inside the email body. So just import them as custom variables. So these are the part of the lead data. Okay, upload all. And because we have like two contacts, the leads here are mentioning two. Now we come to the sequence part. Over here, as I told you, we can use the variables. So let me just show you again. So if you just select the variable and then you select the first email. So these are the personalized message liners, one or two liners that are taken after the research has been done on the make automation into the Google Sheet. So hi, first name, then you can put static messages and the personalized one liner here and there and the rest of the email. You can select the subject lines. You can also select the sequence of how many days it should wait before sending the next email, and this is like the complete email sequence. So we have like first, second follow-up, third follow-up, and so on. If you don't put a subject line, then it takes the subject from the previous email. Otherwise, you can just put the new subject line as well. So after you have finalized the sequence and how the message body should be, then you go to the sequence and you can select what is the time duration when you want the receiver or maybe the system to send the emails to the receiver. So by default it's like weekdays for 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and US Canada time. Let's just stay with that, or maybe just let's say Saturday and Sunday. You shouldn't do this, but I'm just doing it for example. Now you can select the email accounts to use. So on Instantly you have to add email accounts over here, and then these are always available here for you to select which email IDs do you want to use on a particular campaign for sending emails. No matter which accounts you select, you will get all the replies in the single unibox on Instantly. Once you get a reply from the lead, it stops sending the rest of the email sequence. Okay, so keep it enabled for sure. Email tracking, you can enable this as well and stuff like that. And you can also select the daily limit. So because we have to put two emails, so it is like 60, but if you just go with one, it should be not more than 30 to keep the email account safe, of course. And that's it. You just launch the campaign. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking for a system like this or with a very custom use case that you have, then check out mohitmrinal.com for more details. You can also connect with me over my LinkedIn, where I post AI updates on a regular basis. All the links are there in the description below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more such videos in the future. And if you want, just drop a comment on what next automation do you want to see. I might just build it in the next one.